Hello and welcome back to everyone, and to another edition of Smackdown Out 10. This was the final episode of Smackdown on Fox and a Fallout episode from Bash in Berlin. So yeah, there's lots happening on the show with some big matches. But we started things off with a recap of Bash in Berlin and a few videos of superstars arriving at the arena before Cody Rhodes made his way to the ring. The American Nightmare put over Kevin Owens for a tough match at PLE and welcomed Mike and Cole back to SmackDown. The Bloodline made its way to the ring, but Sikoa told everyone to wait ringside so he could address Rhodes one-on-one. Cody said it was actually Fatu who deserved the title shot, not Sikoa, but Solo treated him down until he acknowledged him as a tribal chief. The Profits and DIY showed up to give Rhodes back up, but Aldis made sure a fight never broke out by booking Rhodes v Sikoa for a title match next week in a cage. This was a decent segment. It just took its way up too much time to end with no physicality. It would have been made more sense for this to lead to an 8-man tag match later, but yeah, that match next week is going to be huge, so yeah, not totally against it. Before it's time for Bayley against Tiffany Stratton, but before that, Pretty Deadly and Nia Jax had a backstage segment with Tiffany before she and Bayley competed. They locked up when Miss Money in the Bank pushed Bayley to the corner. The two were almost evenly matched physically, so Bayley's experience was her only real advantage. They fought for a commercial break into the next segment, so they had to sell without feeling like they were rushing. This is one of those bouts where both started off and got better as it went on. Both women were clearly putting a lot of effort into it and already have developed some chemistry. The role model hit Jax for a suicide dive, where she'd been at ringside. A moment later, Bayley hit the Rose Palm to the win. So yeah, 6 out of 10. Booking Money in the Bank poorly. It's kind of a common trope. But yeah, Bayley reheating her up, so I think that's a good sign as well. So yeah, 6 out of 10. Vinci was in action. He hasn't been in a match since he was kicked out of Imperium. So this was WWE's attempt to repackage it into something closer to his NXT character again. But he could even get his sweatshirt off. Cruz rolled him out for a quick pin. Not really sure what the point of this was, but yeah, it didn't work well at all. And yeah, I'm very questionable where this is all going. I'll give it time, but yeah, this certainly wasn't a good start. 5 out of 10. Next up, we got Kevin Owens versus Grayson Waller versus Austin Theory in a triple threat. Owens immediately tossed both men out of the ring and took them out with a senton, but the numbers game eventually caught up. This was a highly physical bout from the opening bell. Theory ended up being put through the announce table before the break. For all intents and purposes, this was a handicap match. Kenny did a great job keeping the partners separated. When Theory got upset when Waller tried to win, the prize fighter scored the win at the end of the match, but it was Theory and Waller who took him out when it was over. Yeah, an interesting dynamic here. I think it worked kind of well as well. We knew what was going to happen, and yeah, I thought on the whole it's pretty entertaining. Gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Yeah, we know a breakout's coming. It's just a question of when. I think Kevin Owens, presumably team with Orton next week, is going to play an interesting part in this story. LA Knight then came out to talk about his run as US champion so far. Hayes came out to say his claim at a title shot. Andrade joined them and said he would be next. Knight took out Andrade with BFD before doing the same to Mello. Earlier in the show, Nick Aldis booked Chelsea Green to take on Mia Yim in a singles match. Piper Niven was at ringside for Green. Yim was selling injuries she received from Jax, so Chelsea focused on all her attacks on the midsection. Green sent Yim flying off the apron with a kick, and Niven hit a senton while the ref was distracting. Green was unable to hit the Unpretty for the win. It wasn't a very long match, but it had enough time for both women to have a few good moments. So yeah, gets a 5 out of 10 from each. Kind of just felt there rather than having any meaningful moment though. The Bloodline then took on DIY and the Street Profits in the main event. Yeah, kind of two meshed together tag teams here rather than having Cody and his gang there. But yeah, whatever. The babyfaces won the initial exchange and sent the Bloodline out of the ring to regroup, but the heels quickly gained control once again, and the match got underway. The babyfaces won the initial exchange and sent the Bloodline out of the ring to regroup, but the heels quickly gained control once the match got underway. All 8 of these men are great at different things. So yeah, we got plenty of everything here. There were many multi-man spots, power moves, aerial manoeuvres and spots to pop the crowd. There was also lots of chaos during the second half, but it was more controlled because the camera was usually forced on the legal man and not wherever else was going on. The Bloodline won with Sikoa pin forward. So yeah, I think it's a good setup match for next week. A fun match on the whole, good in-ring quality. So yeah, I'll give it 7 out of 10. And overall, SmackDown this week gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Yeah, good episode of SmackDown this week. I think obviously last episode of Fox, I didn't know maybe if I was expecting something big on there, but I think it's all building up to that USA episode. Obviously that match between Cody and Sikoa in the cage is going to be pretty fun. So yeah, lots of intriguing stuff on the blue brand at the moment. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.